All right. Good evening, East Hampton Board. We're live. You're being recorded. We're streaming on YouTube, and you may begin. Phone lines are
Thank
open.
you. Thank you. And good evening. Can I have a motion to call?
I make the motion.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
Please rise for the pledge. The pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, first up is public comment.
Any public comment, LTV? Any callers?
We have no one in the audience.
We don't have any callers.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So approval of consent agenda.
Make a motion.
Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Superintendent's report and recommendations. Recommended that the board approve the amended instructional appointment of Sandra Quinteros to the position of a school counselor for the 2024 to 25 school year. Can I have a motion?
I make a motion. Second.
Any discussion?
It's just, we had to start her earlier. You approved her last time.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Recommended that the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Natasha Tamburello to the position of a school psychologist for the 2024-25 school year. Can I have a motion?
I make a motion. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, bear with me, I'm a little slow on this. Recommended that the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Kelly Fuschetti to the position of nurse LPN. And I have a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Any discussion?
That's a replacement for Barbara.
Right. All in favor?
Aye.
Recommended that the board approve the instructional appointment of Naomi Worth to the position of a teaching assistant to commence August 28th, 2024. Can I have a motion?
I make a motion. Second.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Contractual appointments. Recommended that the board approve the part-time, non-tenure bearing instructional appointment of Aiden Walsh to the position of a foreign language teacher, Latin, grades 7 to 12, and a part-time, non-tenure bearing instructional permanent substitute for the 2024 to 25 school year.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Do you want to discuss?
Had an opportunity to get another additional Latin teacher as we plan for the future here.
Are we now teaching Latin? You have one full-time Latin teacher?
Yeah,
We have Eric teaches at the high school full-time. And Eric's typically at times had to teach an extra section. So, you know,
Very popular.
Tim's like, let's see what we can get. And it seems other school districts are doing away with Latin, and I guess
It's fairly popular. It's been running like 6 or 7 classes, and
Yeah.
the teachers really
Wow.
are only,
It's really
they
popular.
do 5. Anything above that's contractual. We couldn't even meet if the need, but we just
Right.
found someone who, unfortunately, the program was being cut at the different districts, so we have him part-time, and he also we will fill in the rest of the days of permanent sub. So
Right.
Yeah, it looks like a good deal.
Good job, Tim.
All in favor?
Aye.
Recommended that the board approve the contractual appointment of Kimberly Sarlo to the position of an instructional permanent substitute. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
permanent sub will take over for leave replacements as needed.
All in favor?
Aye.
Recommended that the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Antonio Lopez to the position of custodial worker 1. Can I have a motion?
Make a
second. All in favor? Aye.
I have a question. I noticed that, in our consent agenda, we hire these substitutes. So with respect to this gentleman, we've had him as a sub. Adam, we happen to know?
This,
I don't think so.
no, this is a new one completely.
Uh-huh.
and when we were interviewing the substitutes, which we typically
Yeah.
do for the custodial staff, we've often been hiring them. In this situation, we were looking to replace some of our retired folks and of the bunch,
Yeah.
this individual fit. A very specific need that we had, so, against probationers, when it comes to extensive, grounds, experience.
Oh, good,
And so that was the, where he separated from some of the other parameters, so.
good. All right,
Do we do all in favor?
Aye.
Oh, for him, yes,
I think we did that.
yes. We're on to 5.08.
Yeah, okay. Recommended that the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Valdetta Castrati to the position of a paraprofessional. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion. Second.
This is just a,
Another replacement.
okay. All in favor?
What school? Most likely.
I'll just look at the other folks in a second here. These are elementary. We were just waiting to execute these appointments because sometimes the support staff needs changeover this summer. And as everything kind of came together, as we lost some very experienced people, these folks were kind of in the queue. We didn't want to leave it too long as we kind of finalized programming. So elementary for the next 3.
Yeah, did we do all?
Do it again, yeah.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. Recommended that the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Dennis Johnson to the position of a paraprofessional. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second,
Second.
any discussion?
Same.
Okay. All in favor? Recommended that the board approve the non-instructional appointment of Jamie Morgan to the position of paraprofessional. Can I have a motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
Same thing. Yeah.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Recommended that the board approve the following contract agreements for the 2024-25 school year. Resolved that the board approve the following contract agreements. Do you want me to do that?
I'll tell you, I'll explain them all to you. So, first two are special education. Yeah.
Motion?
I'll make a motion. Second.
First two are special education, services, for our students. Third is our ENL testing, NICETEL testing that
Pete Kelly is still working.
Buddy is still helping us out. Fourth one is our Project Most contract and obviously the supporting Project Most. I met with them, reviewed the contract. The 5 and 6 are our shared services with the Springs School District, as discussed with the board in the areas of business, our business office overseeing and advising them, and our facilities advisory to them.
Does Sam do both of those?
No, Greg does one, Sam
Greg
does, yep. And their contracts, both Sam and Greg's are offset by some of the funds that get paid from Springs.
All in favor?
Aye.
Recommended that the board accept with gratitude a donation of 50 backpacks from Supplies for Success to be distributed to elementary school students on an as-needed basis for the 2024-25 school year. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion. I'll second.
Any discussion?
Just a donation.
This is
Susan,
great,
was this,
thank you.
Did Susan do this?
Susan
Susan
Bob,
Peterson
yeah.
and Karen, yep.
Is this the first time we've done this or not?
I'm not,
I think that we have done it in.
we have, I
In the
don't,
past.
Yeah.
Right?
yeah,
But not in a lot of years.
Right. yes. And I don't know, I wanted to, I think Carrie, we were insistent that it gets up to the board. Like that we get it, the board approve the donation.
That's terrific. Thank you.
Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Recommended that the board approve awarded RFPs and contracts for the 2024-25 school year. Resolved that the board approve the following awarded RFPs and contracts for the 2024-25 school year. Number 1, bus right. Yeah, and number 2, well, yeah, you want to just explain these?
Yeah.
Can
Can I have a motion?
I make the motion.
Second.
All right, so the first one is new tracking software for our buses. Colette recommended that we get. It basically allows buses routes to change, updated routes, everything, and Colette to communicate with drivers more effectively. The second one is basically our dual language consultant we're bringing in to work with us for our dual language program. The third one, it goes back to transportation. we are required to do a basic assessment of not our infrastructure, but the PSE&G, the energy we can for electric buses. New York State is requiring us to contract with a company that can provide a feasibility study for electric buses out here. New York State has indicated that they do not want to just hear anecdotals about how electric buses aren't going to work or they're going to work. They want facts. So we've had to hire this company to do this. I believe we're getting reimbursed from the state, I think 75% of the total cost. I'm
What
not
is the total
100%.
cost?
It might, I
So-
think it's 30,000.
These are requests for proposals, so there's no number attached to that, money-wise.
Hold on, I know the window
No,
one there
we're
is,
approving the ones that are,
yes,
when I click on it.
yeah, hold on.
So the contracts are attached, and if you read the contracts, if the monetary value would be in that.
In the contract.
Yeah, it's in that
They're all
proposal.
monetary.
Okay,
I thought they were around $30,000, might have been. I'm not positive, but I believe that, and then we do get our, here's, total cost for that one is 62,000, cost paid by New York State, 47,000, cost to the district, 15,000. So more to come on our feasibility of electric buses that are supposed to be purchased by 2027 at that point. Yes. Thrilled about it.
Well, and I mean, we know it's coming and the infrastructure is just not there yet. And when we did the bus barn, we did plan ahead because at some point we'd like to do this. So we did plan ahead for the electric on our property. But if PSE&G doesn't have the capacity right now to even bring
Yeah.
us the electric to from the road, and then the cost of the buses are still,
And the reliable.
4 times the
Yeah.
cost of a regular bus and
Yeah.
the reliability. I don't know if you want to talk about.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't want to make it the public. I know they're not here, but if they ever watch it, I don't want anybody to think that I'm not, and I'm assuming the board, I'm all for electric and supporting the environment. We've had students
So we plan
come to
ahead.
us, yell
Right,
at us
exactly.
about getting electric buses. I'm more in the practical thing that I put a kid on a bus, an electric bus, I have to then go up, they have to go play a sporting event at Harbor Fields. Are they able to charge the bus there? Do they have the same charging mechanism?
Yeah.
Will the bus make it to Harbor Fields and back? I mean, I went on the bus, a few of us went on a sample electric bus that ended up having to be towed back to the people who let us try it. I don't know
I mean, they're
even,
only here for the morning,
The-
right?
yes.
And the charge ran down and
Yeah,
it
pretty
takes
much.
hours to recharge it.
yes, so all those things are
Missed that.
factoring in. Again, it's more of the technology question and the infrastructure of knowing that we can do it. I have to put kids on buses and we are, I am not Huntington to Cold Spring Harbor to Syosset. I am East Hampton to Amityville, East Hampton,
Right,
across the canal, even to Santa Mauritius. I'm 40 miles. I'm not 6 miles.
yeah.
So if something happens, I'm then sending another bus. So, and it's a huge investment for the district. So starting in 27, we're really good at replacing.
Their infrastructure will start catching up
Yes.
by then, if they do go through with this. I mean, 5 years from now, we could be looking at a very different
Absolutely.
situation, but right now, it's just not feasible, just on a practical level,
Right.
even though, we all do support the concept of it.
Well, and you're going to commit as a board. So
But 5
you,
years from now could be.
correct. But you as a board have committed to replace our buses on a rolling, we're
Yeah.
really good, 2-3 buses a year. So we never get caught up. We have to replace a whole fleet. So in 2027, as the governor has stated now, we only can purchase with taxpayer money, electric buses. So either I just wait and keep waiting the technology, and at some point because I think it was 2032 that your whole fleet's supposed to be electric. I might have been a little later. I'm not positive off the top of my head, but what do we, so am I gonna start in 27, doubling the amount I'm paying for buses, knowing that I'm buying unreliable merchandise that I'm gonna put kids on? I think there are a lot of unknowns, and I'm happy the state is taking a look at this level. Unfortunately, it's costing us money to look at.
Right, and then you get into the quandary of, do you then just accelerate before that time? purchase of the
Yeah,
the diesel
The
buses.
diesel- yeah.
No,
If
Until
we
they all
know
go.
that the technology is not.
I
gonna be
don't
there
know of any
this year.
municipalities that are really going to electric vehicles. I mean, to buy an electric car would seem to me a lot more feasible than to buy an electric bus. And I don't see the town of East Hampton or any of these towns being required by the state to do that.
A lot of them are
I think
voluntarily
they,
doing
I
it
think
though.
they've all started, so they have one or two
Yeah.
electric cars.
I know,
But the cars also charge a lot quicker than the buses.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, yes,
if
The
a bus,
battery
if a
size
bus charge only
massive.
lasts the morning route, and then it takes you 3 hours to charge for
Yeah.
the day, that bus is out of commission for the
Yeah.
rest of the day, so that's where
the
like.
charge fully, so if you went to like a sporting event up island, and they charged while they were there, you're there for at least 2 hours. That's enough to get them home.
That's enough to get
By
them
a
home.
long shot.
If you can find, if they have.
If they, right, that school's gotta have the right truck.
Right,
Yeah.
These are they're just
which
unknowns.
we all are, so,
Yeah,
it's not just us that's being
No,
required to do
100%,
this,
everyone's
so.
being pushed for it.
That's what I was saying, maybe 5 years from now, it might be a
Yeah.
different story, but right now it's a problem.
Yeah.
And
Adam,
also,
can you
I
tell
have
us
heard,
more about the dual language consultant?
Yeah.
Contract that's on here?
So, the company is run by, an individual named Susanna Pena. She's, known, throughout the United States. So she's been doing some work, through the Long Island group, Heartburn, and then, as we are kind of looking at how we, have implemented the program, we want some reflection. She's gonna do some coaching with some of the teachers and kind of, run her expertise on that and also help us develop it as it moves into the middle, level as well. So, but, in terms of it just being a contract, we know, with Sam's guidance, we're really looking at trying to make everything completely crystal clear. By, anything that's over a certain number, we want to put a bid, for any vendor to properly do this. So that's, how it's, portrayed there. And, but she's done a lot of work with Stephanie, the director of E&L, and I'm doing, she's gonna be consulting with here and abroad, digitally.
Yeah.
So she'll be on campus as well there. So excited to have her on there. She's it's a good find. She's known throughout the nation and locking her down. I give Stephanie a ton of credit for locking this down in
Yeah.
advance.
Yeah.
Because some of these consultants are really hard to get. So she deserves, her and Karen really kind of, sought out a few people and contacted them to contract them early. And we did the right process through the RFP and the link. So good work by they deserve praise for that. So.
That's great.
Yeah. All right, all in favor? Or something else you want to say?
no, that was, never mind. I can ask another time. It was about the cars, but no big deal.
Yeah,
You can.
go ahead.
No, I just.
I'm not, go ahead. Tell me.
No, well, not really, not a question, but I do know, from a couple of people that have electric cars, that companies and businesses are putting in chargers, but they're putting in short-term chargers. And that is not what is efficient, because a short-term charge is an hour. And most people need 2 or more, and a bus would
Yeah.
definitely need 2 or more.
Yeah, I think that's the unknown, Sandy.
Yeah,
I think
it
you're
is,
you're
it is.
100%.
It's a lot of unknowns.
There's unknowns, and I want to be, and make recommendations to the board that's fiscally responsible. I mean, I understand what the governor's doing, and I don't disagree with the movement towards, cleaner energy with buses and the bustle and the idling of the buses. But I also, don't want to be buying things that aren't going to be reliable, that are going to put.
Right.
The state has to help,
Yeah.
help all of the school districts. Do what they want us to do. It just can't fall out of the sky, but.
Right, I agree.
Well, and is this where they're gonna collect all this information and they might have to adjust their time frame?
That's what we're hoping.
Or they might have to put their money where their mouth is and invest in some of the
Yes.
infrastructure for the charging.
Yes.
Right?
My understanding, and at least from some of the information we've gotten and Sam's been able to ascertain from BOCES, is that, PSE&G was kind of caught off guard, even like, what off the grid? Because
Yeah, 'cause they
how much
have
energy are we pulling?
Capability,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It'll be a learning curve for all of us.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly,
Hopefully the state will be patient with us and help us.
right. Okay. Recommended that the board,
Excuse me, I'm sorry, you just have to do the all in favor.
yeah, we did, didn't we?
No,
And then,
no.
and then we went back to
Take the
Sandy's
vote.
comment.
You didn't do the all in favor.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Recommend that the board authorize the budgetary increase to code A 9089.800 in the amount of $33,452.45 for the 2024-25 school year.
Make a motion.
Second. This is.
Evlar retirement, it's for retirement personnel, so we're pulling from the Evlar. So it's obviously somebody's retiring in the, I think we have a few people retiring in the first 2 months.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Recommended that the board approve budget transfers for the 2024-25 school year. Can I have a motion?
Make a motion.
Second.
Any questions?
There's standard payroll transfers, security transfers, SRO too, to pay the village for the SRO.
All in favor?
Aye.
So old business?
Right, so I don't have any old business to talk about, so I don't know what you guys.
New business?
New business, building walkthroughs, reminder, August 29th, Thursday. I'll remind everybody at the next meeting, we'll walk through, we'll do what we always do. We'll meet at the elementary school, go to the middle school and then the high school. Housing committee, I would like to put together the housing committee, sometime in August for a meeting.
Yeah, we haven't had a meeting yet.
Yeah, I think I'd like to do that. There's a lot of talk again about employee housing, and I would love to just get everybody together for us to do.
Okay. Anybody else?
We still have the personnel meeting on the 15th, right? Personnel meeting?
Your
And
facility,
facilities. Yeah, normally, Carrie, we usually announce the
Wait, it's personnel and facilities?
I didn't
It
see.
was-
the meetings of the committees.
Yeah, and so we usually don't have committee meetings in the summer.
facilities and policy.
Okay.
But a couple have been necessary, but that calendar will be, you guys will have the calendar by the next board meeting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Facilities and policy are on the 15th,
Yeah.
facilities at 9, and
Policy is that.
policy 10 a.m. in Sam's office.
Policies that.
Policy, yeah. I know you said you had something that you wanted us to approve. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew it was one of them.
Okay, public comments. Do we have any public comments?
We do not have any callers.
So can I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Make a motion.
1 second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Yeah.